let's check out the new DSS3 dynamic setup system. Now, the DSS3 system's not new. In fact, it's the most popular setup system that we've sold over all these years. But this particular DSS3 is all new. It's been completely rebuilt from the ground up, all new control, industrial grade hardware, and incredible capabilities. This thing is awesome. This is the most capable system of any system we've ever built at this price point. So let's dive in here and see what this thing's all about. First of all, like all of our setup systems, the DSS3 system includes our precision joystick controls. These controls allow you to move the chassis to 1/1000th of an inch. So extreme precision, very, very user-friendly. Move the joysticks down, the car goes down. Move them up, the car goes up. So you have the ability to motion the chassis. You also have the ability with the DSS3 to apply acceleration loads. Now, this comes standard on the dirt systems. On the asphalt systems, that is an option. So you can apply acceleration and deceleration loads. So you can actually measure forward drive, dynamic bite, and the acceleration curve right with your dynamic setup system. In addition to the control, and which we're going to get into the specifics on the data that we get here in a second, but the DSS3 system comes with our billet scale stands that have, these are super nice, fairly lightweight, 10 to 12 inch tall stands, adjustable height. You can level the stands, of course, so basically you have an elevated surface plate that gets the car up in the air, so it makes it easy to get up under the car and work on it. They have dual heavy-duty load cells. Now, these are the DSS3 scale stands will take up to 4,500 pound load. So you can do anything from Daytona all the way down to your local short track, all with the same system. So super heavy duty, high precision. The roll-offs on the DSS3 scale stands are removable, which is nice. Sometimes you need to get in there for clearance issues. Has our precision electric pull-down cylinders, all the floor mounts, quick installation for the chassis mounts. All of those mounts have been updated as well to make the setup time quicker than ever for this system. So just a really nice system. Now let's get into the scaling side and the data side. With the new DSS3, you have a 7-inch industrial touchscreen control built right into the system. And this is the primary control screen, but you don't have to use that alone. You can also use a tablet display. So you can go fully wireless with a tablet. You can display this over on your phone. You can put it on a PC or even a TV screen. So lots of display options for the DSS3. So you can look really impressive in your shop and make it easy to view all your data. Speaking of data, this is where the DSS3 absolutely stands apart. The amount of information that you get instantly once you set this system up is incredible. So not only are we able to see our wheel weights and our wheel loads once we pull the car down, but we get to see our shock position. So it reads our center-to-center position on our shocks to the thousandths of an inch at any position we are. So we can see our static center-to-centers, we can see our dynamic center-to-centers, all right from our control screen. In addition to the shock position, it gives us our shock travel. So we can see how far the shock has traveled from static position at the same time. That way we're not having to do the math from our center-to-centers to figure out, hey, I'm at 2 inches of travel, 3 inches of travel, 4 inches of travel, whatever the case may be. And the super awesome thing about the DSS3 is not only do you see your shock center-to-centers and the travel, but you get to see your ride heights as well, all displayed on the same screen. So this will give you your actual chassis height. So you can measure the platform of the chassis, both your static ride heights and the dynamic heights. So if you want to see ground clearance, for example, like off of the chassis or the cross member or frame rails, you can see all that right on the screen without having to get up under the car and look at anything. 0 tape measures are needed here. Everything is displayed right up on the screen. In addition to that, of course, you're going to get all of your balance numbers, your total load, your front percentages, right percentages, your cross, your bite numbers, all right here on the main screen. And then you have the ability to put up to 4 additional sensors into the DSS-3. So like for this dirt late model, I've got set up my 5th coil and my droop limiter load. So I can see my 5th coil center to center and my droop limiter load as I'm pulling the car down. You can use these 4 channels for any of our sensors. So if you want to see a sway bar load or any distance from point to point. If you wanted to see bump stop loads, you can put them up here. If you want to see trailing arm loads, what have you, you name it, you can do it here. So you have, not only do you have the 4 shock positions, you have 4 additional channels that you can set up for anything you want to. You can also set these additional 4 channels up for your load struts. So if you want to have your load strut loads come in here and see all 4 of those at the same time, in addition to your wheel weights, you can do that all here with the DSS-4. You can also see the center of gravity or center of mass. So this is the point that the car rotates around. So this little dot on this graph shows you where the center of gravity is within the 4 wheels at all times. And as you motion the car, move the car, you will see this move on the screen. And this particular screen gives you even more in-depth numbers as far as all of your individual balance numbers in pounds and in percents. With the DSS-3 Advanced system, not only do you get to do that stuff, but you get to display all of your wheel load curves as well. So you will see your wheel load curve as the wheel generates this grip, how fast it's generating the grip, if it's losing load, when bump stops are coming in, when droop limiters coming in, you can see all that. And you can see bind. So if you're having a bind in a particular corner, you can pick that up real easy off the wheel load graphs. Not only can you graph it, but you can see the raw data and look at the individual numbers. You can overlay graphs, so you can compare one test to another. You can look at the raw data, one test to another compared. Tons of capabilities, tons of options, and even expandability with the additional sensors in this new DSS-3. An extremely premium system at a really good price point for everything that you're getting. And the best part of all, this system was designed to be super easy to use. I mean, the learning curve on this is virtually nothing. It's very simple, very intuitive as you go through the screens. So I think you would love this system. It's really awesome. Final thing, you do have a USB download on the DSS-3 now, so you can download all your data from here, put it over into a spreadsheet for your notebook, or if you want to do even more in-depth data analysis, you have the option to do that.